What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle. Alright, finally something has been announced on Global for the 9th anniversary. We officially got a data download about 15 minutes ago. And let's break down a little bit of what's coming. So, to start out, these are some of the new units we're getting. We're getting the EZA, not necessarily new units, but just awakenings and whatnot. We're getting the EZA for the free-to-play Gogeta they handed out. The BROLY and Paragus are getting the EZA, which they fit really well on the Super Bosses team. I'm going to go over that a little in a minute. We have the BROLY, Chile, and Lemon finally getting their EZA, Bardock and Guinea. These two, the Beerus and the Frieza, are getting the awakening. And a couple World Tournament units are getting awoken here as well. But the big ones are the BROLY, Chile, and Lemo, and the EVOKEN. But let's jump into those two really quick. We have the BROLY, Chile, and Lemo, who fit on the Super Bosses team that we just got with BROLY. They become Movie Bosses Category Key 4, HP Attack and Defense 150, or Fizz type Extreme Key 4 and 100% stats. The Surprise Super Attack is called the Surprise Attack. It greatly raises attack for one turn, causes colossal damage, and greatly lowers attack. Survival Attack, Extreme, massively raises attack for one turn, which is 100%, causes mega colossal damage to enemy, which is ridiculous for a unit like this. Attack and defense of 30% per key sphere obtained, plus additional attack and defense of 10% per Fizz key sphere obtained, so if you get Fizz, they're stronger. Plus additional key 2 per key sphere obtained, so you have a really high chance of hitting 24 key supers. Well, 18 key to get the mega super survival attack. Wow, I don't know why I said mega super. The ultra super attack. It's 2:30 in the morning, so I apologize. All allies key plus 2 and attack plus 39 with an AGL or STR, so just one. All allies key plus 2 and defense plus 39% with attack or int key sphere obtained, and all allies attack and defense of 15% with a rainbow key sphere obtained. So it's really your choice whether you want to make the defense raise or the offense raise, dependent on what key sphere you get. Plus, it stacks it a little bit with getting one rainbow. Plus an additional attack of 39% when forming a super, launches an additional super, and guaranteed, and Movie Bosses or Super Bosses category allies damage reduction rate of 10% when key is 24. So if you get them to 24 key, they launch an additional super, so you could launch the massively, then greatly, guaranteed, without the hidden potential kicking in, and then they give their allies an additional 10% damage reduction. High chance of evading, so I think that's 50. Evades enemy's attack, including super attack, guaranteed. So if you give him 7 key spheres, he gets to dodge, which is awesome. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to Fizz key spheres when HP is 60 or less, and changes all key spheres to Fizz when HP is 39% or less. So if you ever get beaten down that bad and BROLY, Chile, and Lemo happen to come up, you're going to hit a lot of damage with them right off the get-go and get a lot of health. Their best linking partner on their new team kinda sucks because it isn't a BROLY, but you could use them on a BROLY team. I don't see a BROLY on this list, but their links are pretty decent. Big Bad Bosses, which is nice. Brainiacs, Solid Support, Cold Judgment, Fierce Battle, Shocking Speed, and Legendary Power. They do fit Super Bosses, like I said, and Movie Bosses, so there's a 200%. And as you can see, they're only 200% leaders at BROLY. Now, the next one, the Beyond Boundless Power, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. All Out Struggle, Join Forces, Key 3170, Destructo Disc and Gallic Gun greatly raises attack and defense, causes colossal damage, lowers enemy attack and defense. Ultra Super, Kamehameha, and Final Flash massively raises attack and defense for one turn, which is really needed, and greatly lowers attack and defense of the enemy. Key plus 4, attack and defense of 170, which is really needed. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type for rainbow key spheres, and there's another superhero categories ally on the team. Plus additional key plus 2 per rainbow key sphere obtained. Plus additional attack and defense of 7% per key sphere obtained. Chance of forming a crit plus 7%. And reduces damage received by 7% and launches an additional attack with a high chance of becoming a super attack. Up to 3 additional attacks per turn per rainbow key sphere obtained. So if you give them 3 rainbow key spheres, they have 21% damage reduction, 20% crit. It can launch 3 supers. Plus an additional attack and defense 7% if key is 80 per 8. Try that again. Plus additional attack and defense of 70% if key is 18 or more. So if you give them the 18 key super, which is the Kamehameha Final Flash, they get an additional 7% attack and defense, plus getting the massively raising, which is great. And they reduce damage received by 70%, so 70% damage reduction, if their HP is 50% or less at the start of a turn, once only, and performs a crit. If key is 24. So that's really good. Plus they get this as well, so they can get the insane attack buff and the insane damage reduction and high chance and guaranteed crit. So that's kind of fantastic. And their best linking partner being this guy here, or one of these guys here, is kind of really good because he's getting an EZA, they're getting an EZA, he has an EZA, the Vegeta has an EZA right here, he's getting one, so that kind of makes his team really, really good, especially on the superhero side. So I'm not going to go over every single new unit that's getting their EZA, I'll leave their EZAs on screen, but the Beerus and BROLY become pretty good. They raise defense on their super, gets damage reduction of 26% with each within the same turn of each super attack performed, and key +3 an additional 180 attack and high chance of launching an additional super when there's a pure Saiyans or superheroes category enemy. So this would be something you'd want to use against like Gohan or against the Goku and Vegeta Supreme Magnificent battles. This got to be really good because each super attack he performs, he gets 26% damage reduction. So you put him in slot 3 because he's a pure Saiyans to join forces alongside that BROLY with the Frieza having all these support units. Kind of really helps out as well, and he stacks his own defense infinitely. So if he launches 2 supers, that's 56% damage reduction. High chance of launching additional super and performing a super right there. I didn't even read that. Plus high chance of launching, so that's 2 supers there built in, passive 50% chance. Plus hidden potential, so that's a 3rd super. Plus the main super attack. So he can launch 4 supers in one turn, which gives him 104% damage reduction. So you're taking 0 damage from a super attack. Absolutely nothing from a super attack. And high defense. So, I mean, just there you go. There you have it. This unit's going to be really good, especially on that team. Parents, Guidance, Bardock, and Gine. Movie Heroes Key 3 130. Not many people use the STR type thing anymore, so I'm not really too worried about that. Final Spirit Cannon massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to enemy, and raises allies' attack and defense by 22% for 2 turns, self-excluded. So, meaning, run them in slot 3, the next turn, they support the whole rotation by 22%. Attack and defense of 122%, recovers 22% HP when HP is 50% or less at start of turn, and key +4, an additional attack of 122, and attack and defense 122 if there's an ally whose name includes Goku on the team. Okay, so I don't know if those two have to be tied together, the 50% HP or less, to activate that second portion, but he gets an additional 122 attack and defense when attacking if there's another bonded parent-child category ally in the same turn, so Goku, plus additional, or Gohan, plus additional attack of 122% as a movie boss's category enemy, so against like a BROLY would work just fine, or a Frieza, plus additional key +4 and attack of 122%, and performs a crit when there's an enemy whose name includes Frieza. So he'd be great for the Frieza red zone, especially with all these attack buffs he's getting, and the ability to get the defense raised, and the massively raising attack and defense. And this little buff here, and this buff here on the super kind of looks really good. That little bit of support buff there kind of makes them really well. And how high their defense and offense become, that's kind of nice. And he fits really well alongside the other Bardock, which is really, really good. But, alright, on to the Beerus. Now we have the Beerus getting its LR Awakening. Again, you're not going to use this Beerus for his leader skill. I honestly don't know how this unit really works, to be honest with you. I've never really used it. But, unable to attack, defense 150, reduce damage by 30% with each turn pass, damage reduction rate 10% to more than 30%. When characters attacking turn, all allies to attack 20%, each turn pass, plus 30. And then he transformed into Beerus Pajamas here, and then he is able to attack. It's an awakening thing. So, wakes up from slumber for 1 turn, directs enemy's attack towards the other, can be activated starting the 5th turn from start of battle once only. So he doesn't, for the first 5 turns he's worthless. Then he awakens, not worthless, he just doesn't do anything. Then he awakens, raises attack for 1 turn, steals super attack, raises attack and defense, greatly lowers attack. This is all going to be EZA'd, so don't pay too much attention to this now. He'll get better. Key 3, attack and defense 150, reduces damage by 30% for 1 turn from the character's entry. That's kind of decent. Plus additional key +1 up to 5 and attack up to 70% with each attack received. Plus additional attack and defense 70% with 3 more key shares obtained. Medium chance of performing crit starting which turn the character received the 7th attack in battle. So not terrible pre-EZA, but not great either. Like I hate the way they do that with these free-to-play units now. Is like anymore the free-to-play units are absolutely terrible until they EZA. Why not just give them the EZA like stats and everything now and passives now, and then down the line EZA the units like a year from now, 2 years from now when they're not good anymore. I don't know, they just waste units and make them completely useless. Same thing with this Frieza. Super bosses, he's not great now. He gets better when he's Extreme Z Awakened. I'm just going to read him over. Super bosses, key 350. You're not going to use him for this leader skill. Raises attack for 1 turn. Key +2, attack and defense 80%, plus additional attack and defense 20% with each attack form up to 80. Super bosses, allies, key +2. Launch additional attacks that chance becoming a super attack when this HP is 50% or more. And he can foresee enemies' super attack when there's pure Saiyans or movie heroes. I mean, cool. Not great. They're not going to be good until later on post EZA, and even then they're not that great. But I wanted to delve into some of the missions tab. I looked up the upcoming missions. We have these here, which are the Extreme Z Awakenings for BROLY, Chile, and Lemo. These do drop at 2:30 a.m. tomorrow. So in about 24 hours, these will be dropping. We also have the Patan Battle, which will be dropping on the 22nd. This is my time, by the way, so that is 5 days from today. Whoop, go back a page. And then we have the Extremely Intense Saiyan Clash. I don't know what this is. I don't remember this being a thing, but apparently it's a mission we're getting, and that's dropping tomorrow, so tonight, 24 hours from now, with a bunch of different missions. I did it again. We also have the Stay Stronger Superheroes of Tomorrow. I don't know what this is. It's again also dropping tonight at 2:30 a.m. in 24 hours. And then we have this here, which is the Supreme Magnificent Battle, which is also dropping tonight in 24 hours. So we have quite a bit coming. Stage 6 is going to have an extra mission with it, which is the Extreme Unit stage, which won't be hard. We'll run it with the Extreme Super Bosses, and we'll just smoke the stage, no question. And then there's page 2 as well. We have stage 2 coming on all of these, which is a bunch of extra stones we could do, which is against the Jiren. We have the new Super Battle Road coming tonight as well at 7:18. Is that coming tonight? It is 7:18. Yep, so we have a lot coming tonight. Dokkan is going to be busy for the next week or so. And we have this as well coming tonight, which is an additional bit of stones. The new missions for the Beerus to LR, same with the Frieza on the previous page. We have the Extreme Z Battle Beyond Boundless Power, which is for the EVOKEN, dropping on the 22nd. Same New Life and Pampa, dropping tonight on the 18th. This Patan Battle again, 22nd. And then we have the World Tournament starting on the 19th, so in 48 hours from today. But we have quite a bit coming to the Dokkan's global side of Dokkan Battle right now. There's a lot of hype building up, a lot of things getting ready. I honestly could see, like I called out the other night, I said I see the announcement happening today, late into the 16th, early the 17th in the morning, and then we'll get the actual celebration stats beginning tonight at 8 p.m., which is when we're actually getting this unit here. He releases tonight at 8 p.m. EDT. So I will most likely be live at 8 p.m. playing Dokkan, getting him awoken, because he's dropping tonight at 8, and we also have, I don't think he drops till 2:30 in the morning. He doesn't drop till 2:30 in the morning. So we'll probably be live, possibly around this time, getting this man awoken. We might not, I haven't decided yet. We'll see when that time comes, because he's getting his EZA tonight at that time. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys probably in less than 24 hours for some more Dokkan Battle, hopefully as of you guys watching this. See you guys then.